Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski. You can call me Grizzer. This is where we talk about the biggest news items that are tied to our favorite team in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns. But not only that, we give you our takes and opinions about that news as the show progresses. Thank you to everyone who has liked our previous episodes, to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, all of you who have become members of the Browns' Latest Dog Pound, and to those of you who love to jump in and mix it up with me down there in the viewer comment section. I appreciate all of you. Now, coming up on today's show, Shedeur Sanders says something heading into tomorrow's game with the Lions that got me thinking about one of Dylan Gabriel's most famous quotes. You know, we spent a lot of time talking about the running games this week, but my goodness, Detroit's passing game is a problem in and of itself. The prediction pen is back and ready to offer thoughts on tomorrow's game. Well, we got to warm it up. Let's see. Here, we'll let you watch. Is this going to be a good show? If you're lucky. It seems to say that every week when I ask if it's going to be a good show. But it's right. If you're lucky, it'll be a good show. And then down in the viewer comments, what tomorrow's game is going to tell us about our team. But first things first. Orange helmets, white pants, white shirt. Okay, now we're talking. Getting back to normal here. It's my second favorite. Third favorite combination, because I still like the orange pants with the white shirt. Brown shirts, orange pants, white shirt, orange pants, favorites. This one, okay. That'll be third. So third favorite uniform combination tomorrow. Judkins, according to running backs coach Juice Staley, he says he gets better every week, and the good running backs get better as they get carries. Okay, so let's give them the ball. Said the same thing about Dylan Sampson. Said the low usage in week 3 was about the game plan and wanting to play more downhill with their duo schemes. He says we will be getting back to our 1-2-3 punch along with Jerome. Forget 1-2-3. Make it 1-2. We don't want 3. We want 1 and 2. Judkins and Sampson. Mack and Biner 2.0. Watch Detroit. Look at what they do. We do the same things with our running backs. And everybody's at practice. Everybody's healthy, including Conklin. So we should have him on the offensive line tomorrow. So that'll help a little bit with our tackle situation. But a situation that Shedeur Sanders got himself in occurred the other day when he was talking to ESPN Cleveland. And they were asking him, well, what it's like being the backup and, not really playing and all of that. And he said a lot. I mean, everything he said was great. It's fine. But, man, people, they perked up when he said one thing. We'll get to it. Here's part of what he said. I'm not comfortable being a scout team player. Honestly, that's my situation. So, I'm going to make the best of it and enjoy my moments. But overall, this isn't my end goal. I'm just enjoying myself. Learning, doing everything I have to do, just ready for my opportunity. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because he says, if you see the quarterback play around the league right now, I know I am capable of doing better than that. And so a lot of people took notice of that. And the reason that you take notice is because it's like, is he throwing shade like Dylan Gabriel did with his whole I'm a competitor, not an entertainer thing, where everybody was like, is he talking about Shedeur? Is he talking about in general? Then, of course, he tries to say he said stuff like that before, but I couldn't find it. Nobody could find it anywhere, so everybody figured he was talking about Shedeur. But here we go. Is he looking around the league, meaning looking around the locker room? Looking at Flacco, looking at Dylan and saying, yeah, I'm better than that. Maybe. Or, I would say you look around the league at some of this, the way these guys are playing, and not that great. And so I do think he has a point there. He also alluded that he might be playing if he had been drafted by some other team, but I don't know. Who knows? He did say, though, if things happen, things pan out where I play, then I'll be out there ready to play. I'm ready to play right now. And that is what we want him to say. That is what we want everyone. If you're a player, man, if you're on a team somewhere, that's exactly the right attitude to have. He's like, I'm ready to play right now. Pull me in. I'll show you. I love that. I love it. I love that he thinks he's better than other quarterbacks that are out there. We need that kind of confidence, man. You know, that's why everybody thought Manziel was going to be a difference maker. Even Baker, you know, that moxie that they had. You know, it's like, it's fine. I love it. I love it. I can't wait till we get to that. I can't wait. I'm done with Flacco. I'm so done with Flacco. Oh, this offense. We've been talking about running the ball all week, and we've been talking about stopping their run all week. But now we need to talk about stopping their pass, because I'm telling you, folks, it's going to be a problem. I got stats for you. I got something for you to look at. Here you go. This is DVOA, which is called Defense Adjusted Value Over Average. I swear to God, between baseball and football, we have so many crazy stats now. I can't keep up. But this is an advanced football metric developed by Football Outsiders. It evaluates success on a play-by-play basis, assigning value based on factors like down and distance, and is normalized to allow comparisons across different years. Higher DVOA indicates better performance. Okay, the Lions' pass offense is 5th in DVOA. The Browns' pass defense is 18th. Already a problem. But then, this is what the Browns have done in their 3 games against the pass. What you're looking at right there. But look at this. This is Jared Goff. When Jared Goff is not pressured, he's 3rd in EPA, which is EPA dropback is EPA is a statistic that measures the impact of a play on a team's probability of scoring points. So he's 3rd in EPA. If he's not pressured and he drops back, he's 3rd in EPA. He's 3rd in passer rating, and he's 1st in completions percentage. But when he's pressured, 10th in EPA, 11th in passer rating, and 1st in completion percentage. So that's a problem. We got to get to him, man. This is a big challenge for the Browns this week. I mean, we haven't given up over 200 net passing yards in a single game yet. But here's the thing. Goff, he will be patient, and he will take what the defense is giving him. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league at doing that. He's not going to force too many passes. So we got our first turnover last year. Getting another one this week is going to be extremely hard. I mean, it might be a fumble, but picking him off is not going to be easy. So that's what I'm saying, folks. Like if Kevin Stefanski has a vision for this offense, and if it's not the Lions offense, then I don't know what it is. Right now, it's a middle school JV offense. Like, it's brutal. So defense is going to have its hands full this week, without question. I mean, they come at you. I mean, you're running the ball, they're throwing the ball, their special teams is good. You know, they go for it on 4th down. Like, this is going to be a massive test. So we need to turn to the experts to find out what is going to happen. The prediction pen. And the prediction pen is back. And so now, on the prediction of the Browns games, it's 3-0. It picked the Bengals, it picked the Ravens, and then last week it had us beating the Packers, and we did. So we'll see what happens there. But the first question, I've been screaming up and down, we got to run the ball. We got to run the ball this week. So the first question for the prediction pen is, will the Browns have their first 100-yard rusher of the season against Detroit? Without a doubt. Let's go. That is a great start, Predictor Pen. I like what you're doing here. I like how you're thinking. That's good. Will the Browns defense, here we go, so you guys can watch. Will the Browns defense hold Detroit's 2 running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery? Will the Browns defense hold Detroit's 2 running backs under 50 yards rushing each? Not for $1 million. Okay. So they'll each get 51 yards each. That's fine. 51 yards apiece. That's okay. Everybody will be singing our praises. That's cool. Thanks, Predictor Pen. Good answer. Here we go. This is a big question. Will the Browns offense score at least 2 touchdowns against the Lions? And I'll take them anyway. Rushing, throwing, I don't care. Will the offense score us 2 touchdowns against Detroit? No-brainer! That is a no-brainer, folks. The offense is scoring at least 2 touchdowns tomorrow. So we won't end on 10 points. We're going to have more than 10 points because the prediction pen says so. All right, this is a good question, too. Wonder who comes up with these questions. Oh, yeah, me. Will Jerry Jeudy finally have the breakout game we have been waiting for? Let me see if I can get it straight. This is not easy to try and line this up. Okay, will Jerry Jeudy have the breakout game that we've been waiting for? Prediction pen? Without a doubt? Without a doubt. Look at that. Without a doubt, Jerry Jeudy's going off tomorrow. Take us over in yards. All right. This is a good question. Everybody will be interested in the answer to this. Will I be complaining about Kevin Stefanski's play calls after the game against Detroit? I mean, I've been complaining about the play calls all year. So I want to know, will I be complaining once again after the game against Detroit tomorrow? Will I be complaining about Kevin Stefanski's play calls? If I'm lucky. I don't want to be lucky about that, prediction pen. I just don't want to complain about play calls anymore because I'm sick of it. We need good play calls. But if we're running the ball for over 100 yards and we're scoring 2 touchdowns, then I'm probably not complaining about the play calls, right? All right, well, we'll see. But here we go. Here it is. The question we've all been waiting for. From the prediction pen, we ask, will the Browns beat the Detroit Lions at Ford Field on Sunday afternoon? Without a doubt. Holy cow. The prediction pen says Browns win. Get those bets in now. Let's go. If you're taking the points, give them back. You don't need them. The Browns are winning. Prediction pen says so. Let's go, prediction pen. I'm telling you, folks, we get them on a short week. They're tired. They got beat up by Baltimore on Monday night. We have every chance in the world to win this game. We got the greatest defense in the league. We're going to be in this game, and we're going to have our first 100-yard rusher, and we are winning this game. Let's go. Man, 2 weeks in a row. Like, I feel like I should end on that again. But also slinging it this week like the prediction pen, the viewer comments. And we're going to start with Mark, I3P2E, who says, Sunday will be a bit of a measuring stick to see where exactly this defense is in ranking them in the league. Now, this is what we teased at the top. We're going to learn a lot tomorrow about this, not just about this team, but about this defense specifically. He goes on. Mark goes on. Yes, the Browns have a formidable defense, and the young guys are really exciting and a reason to be hopeful. But Detroit does so much, and going forward on 4th down, this will be tough. They are definitely not the Packers as far as the running game goes either. I must admit, I'm really looking forward to this one, and me too. This is like the best defense in the league right now versus one of, if not the hottest offense in the league as well. So it is must-see TV. I mean, the Browns are must-see TV every week, but this week it's must-see TVer. A little bit more. Must-see TVer. I just made up a word. Rocky Trump says, I don't know what that's about, but he said, I like what he says. He says, get Sampson involved against Detroit and get him in space. I 100% agree. Do you see how they use David Montgomery? That's how we should be using Sampson. Judkins is Gears. Sampson is David Montgomery. And throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Get those swings. Keep Ford off the field. The Ashanti Mom says, with Stefanski's play calling and the O-line not being the most reliable, neither of the rookie quarterbacks should have to play under those conditions. It could ruin their career before it even gets started. And that's the point we were making earlier in the week, Ashanti Mom, just talking about, like, you got to be careful. Like, this combination of mostly Stefanski and the play calls, stripping them of their confidence over time. But if you're running the ball first and taking the pressure off the quarterback, let's just commit to it, man. Commit to the run. Remember what I told you. Detroit ran the ball more in the first half on Monday night than we did the entire game against Green Bay. That's a problem when you got Judkins and Sampson in your backfield. Elshon, he likes to crack on me. Elshon says, it's funny you're saying we need to run, run, run. But I'm sure if Sanders was the quarterback, you'd be saying, let him throw the ball. Pick a side, man. Smiley face. Elshon, if Shedeur was the quarterback, or even if Dylan Gabriel is in there, you still run, 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 run. You have to take the pressure off the quarterback. We have to run the ball. Use your best assets that you have right now. Right now, our pass blocking is ugh, but our run blocking, not so bad. Just commit to it, and you have 2 ticking time bombs back there who can go the distance on any carry. So give them the ball, let them run, take the pressure off of your quarterback. It's only going to help your quarterback. 100%. Absolutely, I would be screaming up and down to run the ball because that's what I'm saying. That's how you would kill their confidence. You put them in these situations. Don't put them in those situations. Run the ball. So no, if Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders is in there, it stays the same. Run, 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 run. Give them that experience out there and let them learn and grow, but run the ball. Tommy Hahn says, look for me on the goal line seats tomorrow, front row. He's going to be in the front row for the game tomorrow. I will have a BG Fannin sign. Go Browns. My son plays club baseball for Bowling Green. They have their first series this weekend against Eastern Michigan. He's pitching game 2. And so big weekend for the Bowling Green club team, big weekend for the Bowling Green football team, big weekend for the Browns, and a big weekend for Tommy Hahn, who's going to be there in the front row with his big sign supporting his former classmate. I assume he goes downtown. I assume he goes to Bowling Green. But anyway, Harold Fannin Jr. Now, one thing you could add to the sign, Tommy, is watch Browns Latest with Dave Grendzynski on YouTube. Throw that on the sign as well so that when they get you on the network, then we'll get to 10,000 subscribers, hopefully a little bit faster. So, no, I'm just kidding, Tommy. No, actually, I'm not. Tommy, have fun at the game. Enjoy. Make sure you check in. Let us know how it went. And tell Harold Fannin Jr. to sign your sign. And we'll end on this one. Brandon Ware, 7873, who says, I like how you read the comments. Well, there you go, Brandon. I just read your comment, too. So thank you Brandon Ware. Thank you very much for Brandon Ware, 7873, for chipping in and providing your comment. And keep them coming, Brandon Ware. I mean, you notice I'm trying to say your name as many times as possible because I appreciate you jumping into the viewer comments, Brandon Ware, and participating. I really appreciate it. Okay. Predictor Pen 3-0 and now about to be 4-0. Get those bets in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Predictor Pen. Browns are going to win. We're going to hear that at least twice. Why? Predictor Pen said so. And you know what we're going to be doing after the game at those Lions fans? Barking at them. That's exactly right. All right, tomorrow, our keys to the game, our what to watch fors, and our bold predictions. We'll have that tomorrow before the game. We'll post early, 8 a.m. like we've been. Thank you so much for joining us. Man, I am so excited. I got to go get my bets in. Predictor Pen said so. We're winning. Go Browns. We'll see you next time.